So inside the box, you put a flat head on both sides and you get it out. And it looks like you can either bend that metal back or clean it, the contacts right there with some sandpaper. And then there's a, this is called the diode, one-way diode, letting the electricity only travel one way. So if you take your continuity meter, or hold this, it can only go one way. So there's my noise. I got the red towards the silver part, so I hear a noise. So the red towards the emitter, and now we go backwards. And oh, I got noise both ways. So is it a diode or what the heck is it? Anyways, so we can clearly see the legs from here. So this leg, okay, so this one's going to here. So that's soldered in. This thing looks like it's intact. So now it feels like it's this leg and this leg are the legs that need to be connected together. And maybe this is a signal wire. So we're going to go from here to here. See? Yeah. So if you were going to look like the way it's plugged in, it'd be sitting like this. And so it's this guy, and this guy, these two. These two, once they're joined together, makes contact up there, and the trunk opens. So therefore, you're sending a. So this is one of these is hot going back. So right now, I can just test which one has 12 volts all the time. So this one has ground. This one's nothing. Go ahead and give me 12 volts when you hit the button. Okay. The other one. Go ahead. All right. So that is this guy right there. So that guy right there. Okay, so basically 12 volts goes into the switch, 12 volt leaves the switch here. So this is your tailgate switch. One side gets 12 volts all the time, then it goes into the switch and the 12 volts sits there until you hit the button. When you hit the button, the 12 volts travels into right here. When you travel right here, that goes into this coil. You see this coil? Okay, so 12 volts is here when you hit that switch. So no 12 volts. You clear?
Yep.
No 12 volts. You hit the 12 volts and it goes in here and the electricity will travel. I don't know if it travels in, probably travels in this winding. When it travels in the winding, and then it makes this thing a magnetic. It becomes a magnet. When it becomes a magnet, it pulls this thing down. Once it pulls the thing down, that thing goes forward and touches this piece of metal. And once this piece of metal gets forward, then the electricity will travel into here and go out. So the next question is, that's your alarm. So this guy must be ground. So this is ground all the time. Yep. So the ground. So this guy's ground. No, this guy's 12 volts whenever you hit the button. This guy is ground sitting here all the time. So this coil, for this coil to work, it has ground sitting on there all the time. It's just needing a positive signal. Once the positive signal goes into here, then it becomes a magnet, pulls down, and then whatever traveling in here will touch this, and the electricity will jump across and come out here and go to your solenoid. So this is called a relay. So what I'm thinking is, if we clean this guy with some sandpaper, it may start working again. Now, can you see that? Can you see here that you see some dark stuff right in there?
Yeah.
All right. And you can see that over the years of just going forward and backwards, you either have a tension problem here, or something dirty in the middle. You agree?
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and clean it with a sandpaper, and if anything, we can bend it a little bit forward too. And then hope for the best.
Shit.